Come on, yo. Slant. Slant. All right, Paul, let's go.
It was a secret fantasy for Vivato, living in or out of the Pachucada, to put on the Zoot suit and play the myth. Más chupote que la chingada. Pues órale!
Put on a Zoot suit, makes you feel real rude. Look like a diamond, sparkling, shining. Ready for dancing, ready for the boogie tonight.
It was a secret fantasy of every vato living in and out of the chicanada to wear the Zoot suit. Pues órale! Wow. All right. Woo. What's going on, everybody? ¿Cómo estás? My name is Paulie. I am not excited, not super excited. I am triple super excited. I am anyways. All right, calm down, Paulie. Calm down, Paulie. Let's just first of all say hello to a lot of new people watching the slant. We got some people already in the house, and then our good friend Clobbering Times is going to help us moderate as I'm trying to do all the technical, maneuvering there. So I do want to give a shout out to a good friend of mine who gave me a wonderful birthday present a couple days ago. It's right over my little show related, Star Wars related, all that good jazz. Anyways, how is everyone doing? I hope you're well. Let's bring on my primo, my Latino slant homie, my compadre, and he's wearing a hat. ¿Cómo estás, mijo?
Hey.
Hey.
Otro día fantástico. How about you, Paulie? How you doing?
You know, it's taken a day to so you can see the tie. It's taken a day to sleep off and get back into it because it was like 4 days of being at Lake Arrowhead, and it was like I got relaxed.
Yeah, so, man, well deserved. Happy birthday.
Otra vez. Happy birthday.
Oh, salud. I don't have anything in here, but cheers.
yeah, exactly. How was your week, man?
It's been busy, dude. And then I had a couple sleepless nights where it felt like I just spent the whole night trying to sleep, and then I'm like, oh, it's morning now. So
yeah.
So
I do know that Theo Jesse will not be with us today, unfortunately. And our historian badass, Barrio Boychik, is getting pretty right now. He's putting on a Zoot suit. So,
he's going all out.
He's gonna go all out, man. He's gonna go all out. So he's gonna be up with us for with us in a few minutes. But let's bring on our first few special guests, our two lovely ladies that have been so supportive and kind to the show, to myself. In fact, let's bring them on right now. That way I can embarrass them. We have Purple Valkyrie, everybody. Woo!
Good evening. Hey, Kai. Good evening, my love. And happy birthday.
Estamos, Samantha Joe.
Hola, ¿cómo está?
Bienvenidos, señoritas.
Bienvenidos.
Happy birthday, sweetheart. Mwah.
Oh, thank you. All right. Save it for the president, though. Save it for the president. I want to thank these two ladies for being so supportive, and to Purple Valkyrie for not only showing me how to put the tip jar, the virtual tip jar, but she's the first person ever to give us a tip.
Hey, you're welcome. Well deserved.
So you deserve a special a tip video. Here you go, just for you. Oh my god.
That was great.
Is that hilarious or what?
That's brilliant.
I didn't play the other one because Kai can't stand it. Samantha Joe, if you want me to play the other tip video, I will play it.
Yeah.
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 You get
I'm sorry, guys.
Hey!
It's fine. You got to give the ladies what they want. You know, doesn't matter how much I hate it. I'd have played it for you.
Hey. I don't know how they did in the 40s, man, because this shit's already hot. Ándale, pues. Let's have a drink of non-alcoholic drink for me. Ladies,
Salud.
cheers.
Skull.
Skål. Okay,
Water.
everyone in the chat, I mean everybody, like the video right now, share the video right now, because the president is here, and this is so exciting. So like in the spur of the moment, a few days ago, I was on Lorena Creo's celebration, and then in the chat, the president says, "I want to go on the show, LOL." I'm like, he's playing me. He's playing me. And they're like, "No, man, he's gonna DM you." And then he DMs me. I'm like, "La, dun, 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 dun. Hey! El presidente.
Señor Presidente.
El presidente.
Well, I guess how should we say, the old saying goes, don't believe it till you see it. Well, I'm a man of my word. I said what I said, and I knew I was gonna commit myself, and here I am. And I am very thankful that you had invited me to your humble home in the how should we say, in the Zoot zone, as I call it.
Yeah.
Especially
Yeah.
on short notice too. And happy birthday, sir, because I did not know that until these lovely ladies and my brother over here said something. I'm sitting up here like, wait a minute, it was his birthday? No wonder everybody is looking all crisp and clean with no caffeine.
It's all good. How are you, President? Of course, it's President Abunas, everybody in the chat. Holler, cheer, grito.
Yes. Salute to everyone that's in the chat. I know, like I said, I know it was last minute, but I said to myself, I need to make an appearance with my brother, because you guys have been, between Kai and you and Purple and Samantha, especially you two gentlemen, y'all guys were staples in the Dark Council chat almost every week. You know what I'm saying? Show. And it's almost like y'all family at this point. So, for me to show my appreciation, I mean, I would, at the very least want to make appearances on your channel, and just to show my love and appreciation for what y'all do for us week in and week out. So, shoot, I salute both of you gentlemen, Ladies, already know I love y'all guys. So, that's on another level.
Thank you.
But I'm very happy to be here.
Well,
just wish I had a fedora, but I feel a little out of place. But it's all good. We gonna still make it work.
It's all good. I mean, it really is. I mean,
I think I'm the only one required to have one.
Yeah. He's
but I would like to get one. I mean, shoot, you see Drunk 3PO rocking the hell out of it. He ain't got no problem, having everybody, chill with him. So I feel like I'm missing out on something.
This guy will make anyone look good.
Give me a bum off the street, give him a good ass looking fedora. He's gonna be the talk of the town.
Well, can we just say how beautiful Samantha Joe and Purple Valkyrie?
Oh, without a doubt. I mean, come on, man.
Thank you.
This is like, it's my old stuff. This is, it's my throwaway. This is y'all throwaways? Oh my God, I can only imagine if you really put your foot down on it. We sitting up here like, right now. And they just got, this whole thing?
I just threw this on.
I know, I just threw it on the other day. No problem. I went to the store, got a deli, Got a sandwich. Everything's good. And I'm gonna leave this damn show and be like, I was hanging out with Samantha and Purple. What was you losers doing? Yeah, exactly.
Oh my gosh, you guys are gonna make us blush.
I know, right? Golly.
Yeah, I'm here. Oh, I'm here.
When Purple was all adjusting her hair, I was like, "What's she trying to do?" Like,
well, I'm wearing purple.
Love.
I'm wearing purple right now.
I'm wearing purple.
Oh, you wearing purple too? See?
Purple?
Yeah.
Oh. See, I put on the perfect shirt for the perfect ladies. So, hey, this thing is getting off to a great start.
The only purple thing I got is a tank top, so I don't think I can. That'd be awkward.
Nah, that's for the after party, son. That's for the after party.
I'm trying to work up on a video. That's why I'm like so sneaky quiet right now. But why don't we?
It's all good.
Yeah, why don't we say hello to as many people as we can in the chat? Soul Assassin, Chris Parja, Darth Asker, Soul Assassin, Mr. Hyde, RC from the NYC.
Oh, my brother. Yes.
Yeah, he's new to
Good
here.
To see you.
Yeah, he's really cool for
he is
Mexican Iron Man.
Mm-hmm. Oh, Mexican Iron Man in the house. Nice.
Oh yeah. You know, he was my first and only viewer on the first Slant show. And now look at us.
Yeah. Making power moves. That's what I'm talking about.
That's what I'm saying, man. He's been so supportive and so awesome. I mean, that's how I met the ladies. That's how I met Samantha Joe, Purple Valkyrie, and then the great Stone Loki.
Yeah, Stone Loki is he's incredible. He is a stand-up dude. I really love Stone Loki.
Colin,
he
yes,
tells it like it is.
Yeah, Colin, you are going to learn something tonight about the history of the Zoot culture and the connection of African American and Chicano. Those Zoot cultures coming together in the 30s and 40s, which I love. Love. Yeah, that's what I was like. Oh, yeah, he's got to be on this show. Look at this.
Yo,
CeeLo's. Yeah.
My cousin, when she got married, we the guys we all wore Zoot suits. So we went and got fitted. We got Zoot suits for the occasion. So we were all looking fly for the wedding.
Oh,
where's the photos at? Where's the photos?
It's in the archives.
My mom definitely got one. It's my brother and I back to back posing.
Yeah, Kai, I think we're gonna have to ask to see that photo.
Oh yeah.
Let me text my mom.
So, let's talk a little bit in as far as all the stuff I threw at you guys this past week. What's stuck in your head? We don't need a dissertation. I just want to know, like, I'm going to play some videos in a minute, but I just want to know what you all, off the top of your head, in your heart.
I love the film.
Mm-hmm.
I love the movie. I thought it was as they say, fly. It was badass. I enjoyed it. I couldn't get over Edward James Olmos though.
What movie y'all talking about?
This is the Zoot Suit movie. Yeah.
Oh, okay. I have not seen it, so I'm kind of.
It's all right.
I saw it earlier today for this. I just rented it on Amazon real quick. I was Honestly, pretty bored in the beginning. I was like, oh, this is a play. And then I was watching it play out, and what's it called? After a little bit, I got to see where the intrigue is, and the themes of the movie. It's about race and all these other stuff. But yeah, so once I got to there, I was more captivated. But in the beginning, I was like, it's a play. Like, it was very play-like and slow, and even some of the shots, I was like, did they not have time to film this properly? Like, it just
no budget then, I'm assuming.
Right. It was 81, so yeah.
1981. Oh, geez, that's a minute right there.
So
we was like 11 years. Well, I know I was like 11 years old.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
I was 10.
Ooh, you could have been.
Yeah. So about the film Zoot, it was a teleplay, if you will, and they basically had no budget. So Luis Valdez, who wrote and directed the play version, which went to Broadway in the late 70s, he's like, let's shoot the play and we'll make it look good. And that's basically what the film is. So you got to almost like forgive the kind of no budget quality of it. And like you said, get swept up in the story. Now, Zoot premiered at the Mark Taper Forum in LA in 1978. It was the first Chicano play ever produced, like a major production by a major theater group. 1978. So there you go. Luis Valdez he's the writer director. He has an amazing background. He came out of the farm workers movement in the 60s with Cesar Chavez and his family, and he created a theater company called El Teatro Campesino, which means the farm workers theater. They got so big worldwide, they kind of broke off in the 70s and started doing their own tours, not connected with the farm workers movement. And at the height, he created this play. This was like his one of his pinnacle plays. Excuse me. In 1982, it was nominated for a Golden Globe. It lost out to author, but the fact it got nominated, it's pretty crazy.
And for best motion picture, see that's telling.
Excuse me.
And he did it like low budget, so he had to try to get his own money together. You know what I'm saying? At least it was from his own works in a play. So it was like he had to hustle, get the money together, get his producers, get the, everything. So he was like executive producer. He did everything.
Yeah, he did everything on this thing.
And you got that, and that's why that Golden Globe for Best Picture nominated for it, because you can't be nominated unless you put in the supreme work behind that. Right. So we got to give it to him.
Well, and it comes from his pedigree as a theater, a street theater director. It wasn't just at the end. I just got out of the street and started directing plays. These guys were doing plays along with the farm worker strikes in the 60s, so they were used to what we call a la brava. Doing it off the hip in the streets, which is amazing. And I'm trying to find another photo, but let's go back to these facts about it. Check this out. The movie was selected for preservation in the National Film Registry by the Library of Congress. It was deemed culturally, historically, or aesthetically significant in 2019.
Wow, that's
wow.
Nice.
Yeah,
culturally and historically, I like that.
So yeah. As a film, it's like you got to pretend you're watching a play because it's not cinematic as a film. Luis Valdez did go on to write and direct La Bamba, the movie. So he did have some.
I was going to ask you if that was the same Luis Valdez.
That's it.
Okay.
Yeah.
La Bamba is a classic.
Yeah.
So you'll see Luis Valdez, which a lot of people, a lot of independent, productions and groups work with the same group of actors in different films. Like you see his brother, who was the lead in Zoot Suit, you see his brother Danny Valdez work with Linda Ronstadt, work with Cheech Marin, star in all these movies. So there was a for a while there was a nice unity there. It didn't last. But other thoughts, guys, on the film, since we brought up the film first.
For me, it was a real eye-opener, especially because this particular piece of history I had no idea until you kind of gave us the information, and I sort of went down a rabbit hole after I'd watched the film to kind of research what had actually happened. But the film itself I really enjoyed, and I'd love to see it as a stage play as well. If it was ever, if it ever comes back to the stage, I think it would be wonderful to see live.
Right. Samantha Jo, anything else?
I went down a rabbit hole just like Purple did. I ended up finding all these documentaries and stories. I had no idea this kind of thing happened. I just knew what a Zoot Suit was from, like Looney Tunes. The wolves under the street lamp howling at the pretty girls.
Yeah,
that's about it.
I remember that.
So it was an eye opener for me as well.
Oh, yeah, great.
Definitely. Great. I like Sammy says, I knew of the Zoot Suit, but I didn't know the significance behind it, and it was really interesting to find out.
¿Qué más, Kai?
Oh, I was just making a joke about what she said about what Samantha said about the wolves. I said, now you know
Los Lobos.
Probably some of them were the brothers too in disguise, so making power moves.
Kai, kid, from the show notes on one of the links that I sent you about the music, the show notes, can you pull one up, one of the videos?
Let me
so let's go back. Let's go back. So that's great. So that was the movie. It's available for anyone to rent and check out. Edward James Olmos is the lead. He is, one of the greatest acting chameleons ever. There he is as Adama. There he is in the middle.
Yeah, I liked him in that role in Battlestar Galactica.
Yeah.
Absolutely. His Academy Award-winning nominated performance is Jaime Escalante, right there in the middle. And then he directed American Me in the early 90s, where he played the gang leader of La M.
Oh, okay.
So I don't know if have you ever seen American Me? Anybody?
I've heard of it.
I haven't, but I haven't seen it.
I think I might have seen it, but it's been so long.
Yeah. Okay. So we got the movie down, and I want to go back to the 30s, and I'm waiting for our resident historian Barrio Boychik to show up. But what I could tell you is that the Chicano youth in
motorcycles. Sorry about that, Paulie. No. Motorcycles is up here acting fools up here.
We can't even. Can anyone hear that? I didn't get that.
Hear it.
Oh, okay, good. I know Samantha probably said, "What the fuck?"
I heard it.
She probably, I know you heard it. I
thought it was at my place.
No, it's me. Like I said, okay. I got a busy block, over here. So,
where are you? Where are you in Philadelphia?
Up near the Jersey state line.
Oh, okay. All right. I've been to the Jersey state line in Pennsylvania to gamble with my girlfriend's family. We went to a casino there.
Nice.
She's from Newark. So
I lived in Newark for a spell. Crazy place.
Oh yeah.
So I see in the chat, Darth Haster said that even was a racial stereotype. The wolves said it's not necessary. We're joking around, man. Like I don't know if it was necessarily a thing that they were throwing out there, But even if it was, we look at Peter Gonzalez. We don't care. Like we want.
You don't care. You lost me on that one.
That's her boy, you know. So it's fine.
So even we was, you know, acting out as kids with Speedy Gonzalez and
Oh.
Roadrunner and stuff
Oh.
like that. That's
Yeah,
old
I see
school.
what you guys are saying. I'm just now reading the chat. They're talking about the old cartoons. It's you know they're stereotypes for a reason. That's just part of life. But
Yeah.
I love those cartoons.
Me too. And I mean, as kids, we never thought anything.
We didn't know about it.
Right.
Mm-mm.
You know, the sexual context of all of it and blase blah.
No.
We just looked at it as colorful cartoons that made us laugh, and then that was it. So I miss those days when we didn't, you know, overthink shit. You know,
Back when
like
you could
we
shoot
doing
back
now.
in the face, right?
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
Well, let's go back to the 30s and chat just for a second. Chicano youth in El Paso and in Los Angeles were huge fans of African American jazz artists, and they saw that these guys were wearing zoot suits, big suits, big fabrics, big pants, and they're like, I want to be like that guy.
Mm.
In fact, some of the early zoot suiters were African American from Philadelphia. And also too in Los Angeles. So the up and comers of that second generation of Mexican Americans, they didn't want to be told by their parents to stay on their side of town. They had money, they were mobile, and they wanted to see other parts of LA, and that became a problem by the time we hit 1943. But let's listen to some. You got some music ready for us?
Yeah.
All right, let's put it on at stream. All right.
Oh, you looking serious? You like I'm
Okay,
ready to kill you.
I'm missing the audio.
There's no audio? Oh. Sorry.
Bring it back to him. Look, pause
This is
it
Eddie
for a
Almost.
second. Wait a minute, pause it for a second.
Yeah.
Wait a minute, bring it back to almost. Bring it back. Bring it back.
Almost. All
Now
right.
look at my boy face. Now look as he's coming in. Yeah, go play. Look how he coming in. Y'all better watch your step, because I'm
Let's
about
pause
to
that.
blow
That's
your
good.
mind.
So I'm glad you said that.
I saw you walk into Dark Council after writing the sick. You're like, I'm gonna light this bitch on fire.
You know what? That's exactly it. That could be me up there.
Well, it is you, Abu, because El Pachuco is the pinnacle, coolest MFer in the barrio. Okay, so this character that Eddie plays, it's almost like a Chicano archetype that's created of being the coolest of cool.
Wow,
the face,
that's what's up.
the mod.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's our version of it. So he you know, just like the ladies allude to, like he's the conscious of the story, right? He's not a real character, and yet he's inside every character. All right, I'll shut up now.
No, hold it. This is interesting, brother. You should keep talking.
Let's play that music.
All right.
Marijuana, Boogie.
Yeah.
Marijuana, Marijuana, that's my baby's name. Put on the drapes if I make those guys shine.
All right, let's pause it.
Make those.
There it goes.
Okay. All right. The lyrics, right? Marijuana, boogie. We all know what that means, right?
Yeah.
So he says, put on those drapes, ese vato. So drapes are your drapes, you know. Ese vato is like, you know, ese vato, like that guy.
Mm-hmm.
A vato is a guy. And let your calcos shine. That your calcos are your Stacey Adams. You know what I'm saying? You guys feel me?
Shoes?
Shoes. Yeah.
Okay. I'm like, wait.
We're all
I'm there. Hold on.
No, you're there. You're there. We're defining a culture.
I was about to ask you, Samantha. I was like, wait a minute. I don't want to fuck it up. Did he say what I thought he said? Okay.
So, writing those lyrics right there, you're defining culture through fashion, through being a badass, but also too, this Spanish is not from Mexico. This is American slang called calo. It's Pachuco slang.
Pachuco slang.
Yeah, so it's really cool. All right, let's play.
I never knew that, but
it's all good.
Hey, Pachuco. That Zoot Suit song makes a lot more sense now with some of this context.
Yeah.
Algo shine. The only chord on the corner, marijuana boogie time.
smell like a hater to me. Giving them the stink eye.
Get slapped looking at someone like that.
I know, he's staring them down, boy.
Like what name wants? Wanna. But all the men she make love to, they call her
That's my baby's name.
All right, great. So
Right.
the guy that came out to you know where they did the stare eye,
Yeah, hater.
they're each other's conscience. So in the story, right, El Pachuco's always pushing Henry, the other guy,
Yeah.
to be down for the barrio and you know screw everything else. But Henry wants to go to the he's is it the Navy?
Yep, Navy. Yep.
But yeah, I mean, Purple, Samantha, anything here?
I'm getting context, just like Kai. I'm like, because I don't understand much Spanish, and even though it's not Mexican Spanish, what I'm used to hearing in the street, it's a totally different dialect. So I was like, I can't wait till I get on Polly's show and learn about what this all means.
Yeah, Chicano Spanish is different than a native Mexican speaker. So
Right. And now think of 40s Chicano kids Spanish. You know, like they're outcasts because you know they got to stay in their own part of town.
Yeah.
Sound familiar? They create their own language. They mess around with old Spanish with their parents and with them, but they're American. They want to be American, and the American part is that fashion. Yeah,
Which is awesome.
Yeah, it's a. So let's talk about let's take this down and then let's talk
Dig
about
Outlaw Dig Outlaw says that was the world that my parents met in.
Oh, really?
Oh, that's nice.
That's interesting.
Oh, Odega. Oh, nice. Odega. Odega Outlaws all over our channels, man. Isn't Odega on a show? I forgot what show Odega has.
He actually has a show tonight in about 20 minutes with Stone Loki.
Oh, that's where I heard his name. I'm like, duh.
The boss.
Boss. So great. Well, I'm glad you guys are getting some fun stuff off of this. Kai, can you get the next one up? The next song?
Sure.
And
My mom.
What's that?
I got an update about the picture. My
Good.
mom
Sorry
said
about
that she's not at home right now, but she has it. So maybe next week I could share that picture.
Sure. Let's talk about the music really quick. The song is called Marijuana Boogie, and it is by the late great Lalo Guerrero. And Lalo is considered the and I'm sorry for putting this on people's faces.
Oh, that's fine.
I'm like, I still am learning how to work some of this stuff, but this is Lalo.
At least put yourself in the spot that gets covered up.
Yeah, you're right.
Lady, have the spotlight.
All right. Hold on. Oh my God. See, now I'm like. Okay, so if we do that, then I could do.
I'm back.
Yeah.
There he goes.
All right.
Finally got it.
Finally got it. Con permiso. Okay, here we go. Lalo Guerrero is considered the father of Chicano swing, Chicano rock and roll. He is from Tucson, Arizona, and his best friend was Linda Ronstadt's father. So Linda's connection, because Linda's is Mexican. Linda's connection to the music.
Wait a minute, Linda Ronstadt is Mexican?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, brother.
I never knew that.
Oh
Surprise!
A name like
Linda,
Ronstadt.
yeah.
Who's gonna guess?
Ronstadt is like a German name, but it's
That's what I was saying. I'm like, Linda Ronstadt? Wait.
Yeah.
Not Velez or Perez or Rodriguez or
no.
Ronstadt?
What's funny is that I took out, Kai, a lot of my Linda stuff because I had it all in the archives. And like, let me get rid of all this stuff. And I'm like, darn it, now I can really use it. So Lalo created a lot of these songs, Marijuana Boogie, Pachuco Suave, that are used in the movie Zoot. These are songs from the late 30s, early 40s. I mean, this guy was a pioneer. And he was honored by Clinton in the 90s and given an award, the highest one that a civilian can get. So so that's Lalo. So that's whose music you're hearing, guys. And I sent those out as well to you guys. Kind of different swing music, huh?
Caught me, well, like I said, I never watched the Zoot Suit.
Yeah.
So I mean, seeing Edward James almost obviously, brings back the good old days. I mean, shoot, he was like the chief on Miami Vice, back in those days. Yeah. So it's kind of interesting to see him back in that cool, suave, kind of look and whatnot. I mean, obviously, he had a gun in his, on his shoulder, but here he's in the Zoot suit and he's just like, I own the joint. I just walked in, but I own the joint. So he gets on the piano, he does his thing, ladies swarm around him, haters in the back. Damn, just like what we have at the Dark Council. Now I can identify with him. Now I can identify. I get it now. People having a good time. You give somebody in the back with the steak eye, like, can I help you? See all these pretty ladies having a good time. You sitting up there mad as fuck for whatever reason that you are. Shoot. And he was staring him down for a minute. He's still playing the piano. The lady, woo wah woo wah woo wah, and she just. Are you sure that Zoot Suit is not like an autobiographical movie?
Well, that's a great question for our co-host who's just about to join us, President Abu. You're gonna love him. We love him. He's like my first co-host. Oh my God, he's the man. Barrio Boychek.
Orale! Hey guys, how are you doing? How are you doing,
sir? Doing good.
Hey, glad to be able to join you. Yeah. So I'm just coming in. Just had to, throw on my Zoot suit. Woke up a little bit late, and unfortunately, getting dressed up in a Zoot suit is it takes a lot of work. It really does take a lot. A Zoot suit is kind of like the male equivalent of getting yourself into a corset, and so it took me some work.
Damn,
so
that's like you have to plan this.
Oh yeah.
That's what's up. All right.
Yeah.
That's fierce.
So we have to, but yeah,
man.
So but I am here. I am here and ready to represent. You know.
Órale, órale, carnal.
So yeah.
So I was at that point of the late 30s, early 40s, talking about Lalo Guerrero, talking about how Chicano youth of El Paso and LA look to these African American jazz musicians, connection, fashion, empowerment.
Sure. Yeah.
Take it from there because you're the man.
Oh yeah, no. That's that's actually really kind of important for us to kind of note is that this whole thing about the music of the Pachuco subculture and everything is really taken from the African American subculture of the time, which is really jazz and swing music, especially swing music. In the 1930s, 1940s is really the thing. If you're cool, you're into swing music. And so that's really where the style emerges from. It emerges out of the swing clubs of Atlanta, Georgia, makes its way up with the migration of people that are going north, looking for war jobs, ends up at the famous Cotton Club of Harlem, and taken up by Cab Calloway, the famous Cab Calloway.
Yep.
Before you go on, so because this is pretty much a history lesson for me as well. So it pretty much originated in the South, and it just flourished and it just branched out to different directions in the East and the West, but it did have its roots in the South.
Yeah, it grows up, in the context of African American music, which is part of that emerging from the South and going northward, kind of pollinating, this musical style that goes with. And we know of all of these different styles that, kind of emerge. But, it really starts, the popularity of African American music in America, really begins with the jazz and swing music. And like I said, everything that's kind of cool begins with the black kids, and we kind of copy ourselves from there. It spins off from there. And then I mean that when I was a kid, it was it was rap and R&B. For my parents' generation, it was the R&B, funk, and disco. Prior to that, it was it was in the 60s, it was soul and everything, which is gives us the oldies. And so there is this consecutiveness. Yeah. So you go back, and it is still in that vein, the African American music.
Let's take a quick pause. We have our first tip of the night, and we gotta play for RNC from the NYC.
RC from
RC.
Before you finish
I'll read it.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. Let's play that tip for you. Yeah.
I'm telling you, that never ever gets old. Never.
Just the tip. Just the tip.
Go ahead.
Yeah.
Gracias, RC, for NYC.
You can trust me.
That was a great observation. RC. As soon as I read that, I was like, oh shit, he did. Like he was full on. He was like he stepped out of Zoot suit into Blade Runner.
Oh shit, that's right. He wasn't Blade Runner.
He was gaff.
Damn.
He was gaff.
Yeah.
He was the Pachuco. He was a bad mother effer right there.
Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much. He's a legend, pretty much. Does he have his star on the Walk of Fame or whatever? He should.
He should, but I think he gotta kiss a lot of butt and jump through a lot of hoops.
No, you basically have to pay for it. You have to pay for it, and the security,
and the security
too, and the security too. So that can be hard to do. All those crazy people out on Hollywood Boulevard.
Go ahead, continue, Barrio.
Yeah, but there's this guy who takes it from the Cotton Club and brings it to Los Angeles. This hip cat by the name of Cab Calloway, who really was the golden goose for Paramount Pictures, and people really saw on screen this, amazing style. And it is, total dandyism. These zoot suits with extra room for you to be able to do all of this crazy swing dancing moves in. And but it really becomes very, very popular, with, all kinds of, not just with the African American community, also within the Latino community and many other communities, people, really are taken in by the zoot suit. And the unfortunate thing, that happens though is that the rise of the zoot suit and all of this is coinciding along with the rise of Jim Crow segregation, which legalized segregation begins in 1926. It's illegal before then. And so what happens is that you end up having the ingraining starting in the 1920s of segregation in housing, and then later on into restaurants and clubs and all of these different types of things. So for people that were, when we're looking back into this age in which we see Mexican Americans and Jewish kids and Italian kids and Filipino kids flocking to these swing clubs and everything to listen to, this music from these African American communities, they're actually doing something that's illegal. You know what I mean? Because, mixed race dancing is illegal because, God forbid it leads to people doing the horizontal mambo. I mean, what could be worse than that?
Yeah, and, especially with the brothers.
Yeah. So, what's complicated about this is that, consequently, what's kind of a shame is that the zoot suit, becomes banned during World War II. They find a legal way of banning it based on that it uses a lot of fabric, and during the lean times of war, you should be conserving for rationing things down for the war. And but what happens is that you have young people in working class immigrant communities, who are just because of the war jobs, they are the first time exiting out of the Great Depression in their lifetime. They have known the greatest, period of poverty that really had existed in our country up until then. And they are emerging with these jobs. And even high school kids are given jobs during the wartime. Like right here in Garfield High School, you could sign up for a half day or even a full day to get not just school credit for showing up to construct airplanes that were going to be sent to bomb Japan. As a teenager, you could get a job, boy or girl, constructing these planes, get school credit for it, as well as being paid the minimum wage. Ooh. And the legal minimum wage, which is about 65 cents, 60 cents an hour, which was pretty good because the zoot suit was $29.95. And so what happens is that what you saw is that young Mexican Americans, for the first time, were making some money. And as we say in Spanish, el que nunca tenía nada cuando tiene loco volver. He who's never had anything, once he had it, with it, he goes crazy. And so what happens is that these young Mexican Americans wanted to, with a little bit of money, do something that was very different from previous generations of Mexican Americans. Previous generations of Mexican Americans, they went to the other, to the other sides of town in which we weren't allowed to live in order to fulfill their jobs and work cleaning and doing the shops and everything. But when it came time for you to do your own shopping, your own entertaining, seeing movies, dancing, you had to come back to your own neighborhood. And young Mexican Americans, enabled with money, what they wanted to do is they wanted to buy into the Hollywood nightlife. They wanted to go to the movies. They wanted to go to the swing clubs. They wanted to go to the cafes. They wanted to go dressed in style, in the style that they saw in these Hollywood films. And so what happens is that, they started emerging, going to the movie theaters, going to the dance clubs, dressing, in the style that had been made popular, in Hollywood and in the jazz films and stuff like this. And unfortunately, Mexican Americans, unlike African Americans, did not understand the nature of Jim Crow segregation, that they were going to have their asses handed to them. by trying to insert themselves into, a society that they were not welcome, into movie theaters that they were segregated against them, into cafes that were segregated against them. And in the end, what you would have is the emergence of the Zoot Suit riots. These riots that are being caused, that are incorrectly named. They should be called the White Sailor riots, because they were largely caused by white sailors, servicemen who were flooding into the city, 100,000 per weekend, who were offended seeing young Mexican Americans walking confidently around town. In the town, of course, that their ancestors had founded, in which they were no minority, but were offended that there was this young generation that was not agreeing to the gentleman's agreement of staying out of white people's way, and they were going to get their asses handed to them. In the end, what you had was mobs of these sailors who went into theaters, went into cafes, dragged out young Mexican Americans, many of them as young as 14 and 15 years old, would beat them up, strip their clothes off of them, light their zoot suits on fire like you would light a flag. And then the police, after the media would make a spectacle out of it, the police would arrest them and mock them over it. And that's the Zoot Suit riots. And so it really is this really tragic moment in history in which it is an American pogrom. It is, you have this act of violence against a group of minorities. Interestingly, what young Mexican Americans today, they believe about Zoot Suiters back then was that they were these chingones Mexicans that were standing up to white society and no, they were assimilating.
Right.
In the very style and music and all of this. And unfortunately, they did not realize that trying to assimilate into the grandeur of Hollywood nightlife, especially with the style that was racialized as an African-American style, that they were going to have their asses handed to them, and they were going to find out what Jim Crow segregation really meant. And so it's one of these big traumas in history. Yeah.
Definitely learned something today.
Yeah.
You guys got any questions for Barrio? Anything at all? Anything at all?
I do, if that's okay.
Sure.
Researching it, I came across one of the excuses given was that the suits were seen as being a waste of material because that material was being rationed, and that was kind of used as an excuse to ignite racial tensions. Is that true?
Sure, absolutely. There becomes this point in which in which they're starting to ration just about everything for the war, and you're starting to ration certain things such as wool. And so what happens is that you have Esquire magazine that is making these articles that are being pushed forward by the United States government on style, and that you should have streamlined suits for Uncle Sam. And basically, you should have smaller and leaner and smaller skirts. And so what happens is that it's not just a banning of the zoot suit. You're banning also any type of full-length skirt, any type of anything that's looked at as a waste of material. Now you got to understand that this, unfortunately, is also a sly way of sticking it to certain minority people. You got to understand, amongst a lot of minority people, they're very socially conservative. Look at what my community in Boyle Heights it would have been. It would have been Jewish, a lot of Orthodox Jewish. You would have had Mexican Americans. You would have had Armenians, Russian, Moluccans. All of these people are very, very modest people. They have certain, ethics about cultural and religious modesty. And so what happens is that there are certain people who realize, they're like, no, you cannot be dictating the way that people dress, because some of us have ancient traditions for thousands of years that, we dress in this certain way. And so what happens is that there were certain people who continue to make the zoot suits, such as Italians and Jewish people, who realized that the banning of the zoot suits and full-length skirts was just kind of an arbitrary type of way. It was kind of a racist way of just finding a kind of loophole in which you could hold these people responsible. In the same way that prohibition was a racist enterprise. If you think about it, prohibition, was promoted by mostly white Anglo-Saxon Protestant women to stick it to their men. Why did white Anglo-Saxon Protestant politicians go with it? Because if you promoted prohibition, you could, with one law, you could ban two religions that they wanted to eliminate in this country: Catholicism and Judaism. You could have no practice of Catholicism or Judaism because there would be no sacraments. There would be no kiddush. There would be no mass. There would be no weddings. No namings of babies. No nothing. And so what happens is that naturally there are people within the Italian and Jewish communities at that time that are and a lot of the rabbis and priests that are openly flouting the prohibition laws. They are not going to abide by them because they realize that this is just a procedural way of kind of attacking certain communities in the backdrop of a certain nationalism.
So, all right, I gotta get some thoughts from the president, because I know you're a deep gentleman.
All of this is for me really learning. It just seems like back in those days, my people wasn't the only one that's being targeted,
Sure.
And anybody that wasn't Anglo-Saxon or what have you, it was always that stigma there. So whether, it was unfortunate that they couldn't come to understand the culture, the history behind it, and knowing that the whole zoot suit thing came from, people looking at, the African American jazz musicians and other people in that life. It was just but it's kind of like what we mimic today. Even when we was growing up, when we had our fashion statements with the leather bombers and the sheepskin and the gazelles, and the Kango and everything, the Lee jeans. Those were big fashion things for us in the urban cities. So everything, and everything is either appropriated with love and respect, because it wasn't like you didn't want to wear it and it became the cool thing. So unfortunately, these gentlemen didn't know what cool really was, and they kind of like started hating on top of that because we were so fashionable. I can understand the backdrop of the war and everything, because these people were fighting, for our country, about as hypocritical as can be, fighting for your country, but yet But either way,
that's another slant. Right. We'll have you back for that.
But that's
and you wonder why I am the way that I am when I talk about these things.
I love it when I love where you're coming from, President. That's that's why I'm a big fan.
But what I was trying to say inadvertently is that you fight for your country, you come back, and everybody's just getting a little party on, and probably with the finest girls, like these ladies right here.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Finest girls, and you just getting your little thing on. And wait a minute, I just came back from goddamn France, killing Germans, and y'all sitting up here dancing and having a boy. Give me my stick. Take off that goddamn zoot suit. Take all that shit off and put on some real clothes.
Yeah. It's funny because one of the things is that they're saying that the zoot suit is un-American when it's an American style, but on top of it, they never asked themselves, how are these kids paying for these zoot suits? Well, it's because they are actually fulfilling wartime jobs, creating warplanes that are bombing fucking Japan. And so that, and what's even more on top of it is, well, and if you really think about it, I think what is really kind of cool about the zoot suit is that when you kind of wear the zoot suit, and as I wear the style, and all my different friends that are kind of into it, it's really cool that I wear a style and there's now a hairdo and everything that, you have a style that emerges from an African American community, but has these different elements that are contributed by Italians, by Jewish people. Because my big takuche, it looks like a Hasidic kapata. You know what I mean? Which you would expect, a Rebbe, to be wearing and everything. And I look like the freaking jazz singer.
That's a good point.
And you know what I mean? I look like Al Jolson and the jazz singer. And then the hairdo, the ducktail, emerging from the Filipino community, who had these wild, hairstyles. And each of these different kind of communities contributed something that kind of made this amalgam style. And, unfortunately, what we forget is that, in 1915, there was the first full-length feature film of Hollywood ever that really broke America. It was called A Birth of a Nation, The Klansman. A decade later, we're going to have that the damage that film caused is going to leave a scarred country of riots in which people can no longer live side by side within each other. So you are going to get segregation. So by 1926, what you have is that, look at Los Angeles. It becomes the whitest city in America on paper. Why? Because housing past 1926, with the support of the Supreme Court for the first time, they have these restrictive covenants put in. So if you are not white Anglo-Saxon Protestant, if you are African American, if you are Chinese, Japanese, Mexican American, Jewish, if you are Armenian, you can only live south of Adams in South Central Los Angeles, or east of the river in East Los Angeles, creating the ghetto communities as we know it. This is pretty much going to be the case from the 1920s until 1968 when we get the Fair Housing Act, when we think about it. So
let's take a music break and we'll come back. We're talking, first of all, we have the biggest audience we've ever had. Thank you to Abu Nas, to the ladies, everyone. We have 27 likes. This is like huge for us, Abu. We're the little Latino channel that could. So it's an honor to have you ladies with us. We have Samantha Joe, we have Purple Valkyrie, we have the great President Abu Nas with us.
Woo!
I'm on cloud nine because I'm also talking about one of my favorite subjects as far as meeting a Chicano is the Zoot history. So let's Kai's got some music for us. Kai, let's rock this.
Oh yeah.
It was a secret fantasy for Vivato, living in or out of the Pachucada.
This one doesn't have video.
It's just a song. That's all right.
I'm picturing myself dancing with Samantha Joe.
Oh yeah.
See, I can move this. I'm not a great dancer, but.
Oh, there he goes.
Uh-oh, yep. He already got it. He got the style down back and everything.
Woo!
Blow him up.
My brother got it down pat. Barrio.
Woo! Looking great, man. That's part of your museum in Boyle Heights. That's his museum. That's awesome. So,
That's what's up. That's what's up, brother.
You know what? It's all about these shoes, though. It's all about these shoes.
Damn.
what did I tell you, Abu?
Oh man.
Old
What did I
school.
tell you?
There were some hella shoes right there.
Yeah, but you can't get away with it wearing it today down the street. You know.
So,
I love that you have the. Oh, he doesn't have the thing.
so ladies, what do you think of the music of Lalo?
It's classic swing to me. I love it.
Mm-hmm.
The second the soundtrack started when the movie opens, I was like, yes.
You instantly get the music.
Oh yeah.
It made me want to learn how to dance to it. That's what it did. It's like, I want to be able to do that.
Can you guys imagine dancing with Samantha Joe or Purple Valkyrie to this? That would just be awesome.
Oh my God.
Well, someday.
You wouldn't even want the song to stop. As soon as the song stopped, no, play it again.
I'll come up strolling. Would any of you ladies like to dance with me? Let's go.
And then I'll be the hater just sitting up there like my life sucks. I have a Zoot suit. My man had the fedora on. The ladies were so hot. My life just Billy, where you at? Oh, God damn it, Mom. Why you calling me?
Why are you calling me?
I know.
Wait, you know, we have.
Staring at this guy dancing with two girls, and it's not healthy. Shut up, damn it.
Well, you know, luckily I am just down the street from the Paramount Ballroom where Lalo, you know, spent most of his time. Also, a few blocks away from where he would later create his club. But I actually partnered with the Paramount Ballroom you know, they actually have fully renovated the location. So, you know, it's a full venue now. And so maybe you guys should go dancing and have some drinks with me. They actually have some really great drinks.
You guys ever come to LA? Us three are gonna take you guys out. We're
gonna tear it up.
I'm gonna hold you to that.
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna hold you to that. That
Sounds awesome.
Absolutely.
I gotta come out. I gotta come out to the West Coast anyway because my brother and sister is out there.
Oh yeah.
So, yeah.
Oh, nice.
Are you
Nice.
planning to do Vegas at all?
I would love to. It seems like all my cousins went to Vegas except me. And I'm sitting up there really hating right now. But that's something, you know, a little bit down the line. Let's try to get through this pandemic first.
Sure.
Right.
Before we start getting crazy up in Vegas, because what happened in Vegas stays in Vegas.
Well,
Yeah.
I know that they're you know, the fandom's getting together in December, right, in Vegas.
Oh, I think that's somebody. I can't remember, to be honest with you. I know the Dark Council. We're gonna try to get our thing together sometime, you know, next year. Hopefully, we can get a vaccine for this thing and get this shit out of the bag. But that's the plan. And Dark Council, we're gonna do something completely live, especially, you know, in New York, where me and Damaj and I, you know, was born and raised and grew up in.
Okay.
So we're gonna take the entire, you know, crew around, show them the sights, you know, and take them to the hood where we belong, you know, where not many people can go in and come out unscathed. So you gotta have a pass, or you gotta roll with the president to get there.
Well,
Other than that,
make sure you bring the Latino slant with you, man.
Well, like I said, I grew up around my Latino brothers and sisters. Shoot, the only women I always loved was black and Latino. That's pretty much it. We all
I know.
You know, I mean, we had. I mean, like I said, we was a big crew. You know, and we had very colorful people. We had very colorful names, and some of our Latino brothers and sisters, they don't like I said, they was like worldwide, you know, just larger than large, and we loved it. They came in the flyers cars. Everybody, you know, back in 80, you know, 85, 86, it was about the Filas, the Adidas, the Pumas. Well, yeah, Pumas was coming out back then, and everybody had the gold chains. So yeah, you know, some of the high power rough brothers up there was Latino too. So we looked up to them, and shoot, it was like a party whenever they came by, flashing off in the Mercedes Benz. Everybody parked over in the projects, and police looking at us, and everybody having fun. You know, it was one of the good old days, 84, 85. So yeah, it was all about black and our Latino brothers, and we all was just in that one big community, the housing projects. It was a glorious time. So yeah, I love learning new things. I love learning that, you know, this movie that's been out since the damn 80s, I ain't never watched it. And you had, you know, my man almost James almost in there, and I ain't never even heard of it. And I'm hearing so much about the rich history of it that I didn't even know. That now I have a greater appreciation for the connection our Black and Latino, you know, families have, you know, and it's just an even more richer experience, because now I'm proud to know that we had that connection even way back then. So yeah.
Well, luckily I have a party bus in which we do this. So once COVID is over, we'll go back to that, the Zoot Suit Riot bus tour. So
Barrio does a Zoot Suit Riot bus tour out of his museum.
Yeah.
So when this is done, let's set it up for next year.
Oh, we need to set that up for sure.
Yeah.
Oh my God,
that would be badass. A fandom bus tour.
Yeah.
And, you know, I'm friends with Lalo's sons. So with, you know, he has two sons from different wives. But he has two sons. One that is you know, is really an old, you know, 1960s, you know, East Side Sound rocker, and you know, the other who you know, has kind of made his own different type of legacy. But both of them, kind of really into, you know, the cultural arts, and they you know, I would love to also get you guys in the same room with you know, with Lalo's family members sometime, because just the stories of how they came up with the music are amazing.
I was telling Abu about the whole Linda Ronstadt family connection. He didn't know.
I didn't even know she was Mexican. I swear to God, this is like the first. You heard it here first, live on this stream in 2020. The president finally found out that Linda Ronstadt was Mexican. He thought she was white from the day she was born. So yeah,
nope.
I know. And it's so weird, because y'all actually was like, she's Mexican. You ain't know?
No.
So, I know.
I'm gonna blow your mind in a second here, Abu.
My mind was already blown from Linda Ronstadt. I don't know you can top that.
I'm gonna top it right now. But as far as the lyrics, Barrio Project, of Zoot Suit Boogie, put on a zoot suit, makes you feel real root, dressed like a diamond, calcos are shining.
Oh yes.
I mean,
yes.
How badass is that?
I love it. No, you know what's kind of what's really unique about Lalo's contribution is that, you know, interestingly, what he contributes to us is that, you know, in Los Angeles, for the most part, because speaking Spanish was banned, you didn't have a lot of Spanglish that was used in the old days. It doesn't really emerge until later on, when you have these hip cats such as Lalo Guerrero come from, you know, he grew up in, you know, in the barrios of Arizona, and spent a lot of time in El Paso. So he brought a lot of those, taught a lot of the way that they spoke within the barrios there, you know, within Arizona and within El Paso here, to Los Angeles, and he popularized it within the music, the Spanglish Tagalog, and so he would really be the one that would popularize it in song, and so that's really one of his big contributions is learning to make that what we call the galo, the
language. Yeah, we talked about that.
its own dialect.
Kai, before I blow Abu's mind some more, do you got something for us, Kai?
Yeah, I do. My mom found the picture and sent it to me. So.
Wow.
Nice.
What?
Wow, that's crazy.
You guys look amazing.
That's amazing. Yes, sir.
I think I was like 19 or 20 right there.
Wow.
Making it happen, brother.
Do you guys mind if I just ask probably a really pointless question? What's the significance of the watch chain?
I think it's just an extravagance.
Is it just extravagant? Okay.
Yeah.
Because back then, people had the pocket watches and stuff, and so they had chains. But then to have such a ridiculous chain is just because you're balling out of control.
Yeah.
That's the best way.
Absolutely.
I mean, because actually he got the lean on him. Like, I got money, I got the suit, ladies. It's all on you.
It was supposed to be like a back-to-back where we're both leaning on each other. But I was leaning. He was a little farther back than I realized, and then he like bumped into me, so I ended up full on straight. And,
it still came out great, brother.
It looked good.
Yeah, love it. Looking good. Looking
Great
good.
picture.
I thought I wasn't gonna get to share it today, so
looked like a poster from an R&B record.
Love it.
Oh my God.
Love it.
All right.
But yeah.
Well, I'm very lucky that I'm very lucky because if you live in LA or Orange County, most people rent their Zoot suits from El Pachuco Zoot Suit Incorporated in Fullerton, and who've been making the Zoot suit since Zoot Suit to Play.
I got a photo of that.
The Australia family is just they're just celebrating their 42nd anniversary this past week, and so they're off of Harvard Boulevard,
in California. Everybody.
I got my regular spot here in Riverside. Nice.
Nice.
That's cool.
Yeah, so congratulations to the Australia family. 42 years young, serving our community. So
that's beautiful.
Yeah.
Hey, you missed my birthday, Barrio. I turned 50.
Hey, feliz cumple!
Hey. Anyways.
I owe you a flan.
I got the best birthday cake. Oh my God. We still have tons of it. It's so good.
Oh, I miss cake.
Dinner.
I miss cake.
We miss you, Barrio. We love Barrio. Let's get Barrio's link up there. You know what? Can you share it? And we'll get it into the chat as far as his museum. So let's blow the president's mind one more time. We're gonna take a break from the Zoot Suit era, and we're gonna go to Mexican folklorico music. I don't even want to call it folklorico music, but it's pretty amazing, and I want to see if the president knows who's singing this.
Esta vida mejor que se acabe no es para mí. Yo soy rilera y tengo igual. Él es mi vida, yo soy su querer. Cuando me dicen que ya se va el tren, adiós madrecita. Sol que tú eres tan parejo para repartir tu luz. podías enseñarle al amor a hacer lo mismo que tú.
Linda Ronstadt, everybody.
That was Linda Ronstadt?
Yeah.
I give up. Y'all win.
Bro.
Wow.
Listen to this. It's the #1 album ever in the United States of the what do you call it? All Spanish speaking, all Spanish language album.
Mm-hmm.
Like triple
from Linda Ronstadt.
Yeah.
What made her? Because obviously she couldn't have been born Linda Ronstadt.
That's a stage name for sure.
That's the stage name, right?
No, it's not.
No, really?
No.
Ronstadt.
That's her
name.
Ronstadt. Yeah.
Yeah. No, that's her name.
Yeah.
Really?
Oh yeah.
That's nuts.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Ronstadt is Latino.
Yeah.
Because
you got to understand, a lot of people immigrated. A lot of Europeans immigrated to Mexico. I mean, there's a lot of different names. I mean, Salma Hayek. Hayek is Lebanese.
But she comes from like a Lebanese community, or not community, but like the what's the thing with the Lebanese in Mexico?
I know, but I'm just saying, like the immigration patterns. You know, like the names. They stay
right.
with them. Yeah, that's what I meant.
That's true. All right.
Okay. Well, my ignorant ass was thinking it was a Spanish, Latino name, like regular, Latino, like Rodriguez and Valdez and this one and that one. So I'm thinking she came to the States.
No, but all of those names, but interestingly, all of those names that you just said aren't actually, most of them aren't Spanish names. Most of those are Portuguese and other types of names. So all the ones that you're just quoting right there are actually.
Why am I not writing this shit down?
Really yeah.
Yeah, because during the Cinco de Mayo on our job, because we have a couple of Latino co-workers there, so they do the celebrating thing. So me and the other of the other brothers, we sitting up there with, damn man, everybody having a ball. I want to get my little, what I'm saying, my little Cinco de Mayo on too. So I said, okay, we're gonna have Latino names for the rest of the day. So if anybody comes to us and they, saying our government name and everything, it's like, no, this is Cinco de Mayo. So my name was Julio Rodriguez Juan Valdez. So I made somebody say the whole thing. No, you know what I'm saying? I was loving it.
Silos, but, I know your middle name is not Jamal, Silos.
No. But yeah, all of
the hilarious.
But some of the other ladies that's Latino, they at work they make a big lunch and they get the email out. It's like the Cinco de Mayo, come over to the conference room, such and so forth, and they have like a beautiful spread. I mean, I really enjoyed myself just the way they hook it up and everything. And I'd be telling myself, well, we ain't bringing no lunch on, Cinco de Mayo. We gonna get well fed, and damn sure we did. After lunch, we come back to our desk. We like, damn, I don't want to work no. I'm just sitting up there typing. I'm like, oh, I'm ready to go to sleep. Woo. And our bitch ass supervisor, and this, how he's a phony and a fake. He'll sit up here and like, y'all not working fast enough, blah, blah, blah. But yeah, he got big ass plate. And he took from the conference room, go in his little office, he closed the door. Little bastard.
Oh my God. So, well, we haven't heard from the ladies in a while. We blown your mind as well. Hopefully, you're having a good time.
I'm having a great time.
This is awesome.
I have a tiny mind blower that has to do with the film and the beautiful actress Rita Hayworth.
Ah, yes.
Mm-hmm. Because Rita Hayworth is Latina.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Really?
And they made her over kind of the Hollywood way.
Oh my God, why am I the only ignorant person here? Everybody is so damn cultured up here. You know what?
Well, what's interesting is that
hold on, Abu, you're losing your pass.
See, Paulie, I'm straight hood, man. I'm straight hood, Brooklyn, New York. Brooklyn, New York is its own little world. You understand what I'm saying? Right. So when we hear people, and and I'm not caught up in the movie stars of all. I heard of Rita Hayworth, but not like I'm watching any of the. Yeah, man. Let me get off the street for a minute. I'm gonna go upstairs and get on some Rita Hayworth movie. No, we don't do that.
Rita Hayworth, her father was the one who actually named the Paramount Ballroom what it was. It was previously just the auditorium for the Jewish People's Fraternal Order of the International Workers Order. It was a socialist Jewish labor union auditorium, and when they got raided by the U.S. government during the Red Scare, it later got taken over by Eduardo Casino, who billed it as the Paramount Ballroom, where he was going to teach dancing lessons, ballroom dancing in Latino style, crediting himself as being the dancing coach and father of Hollywood star Rita Hayworth. Yep. And so what happens is that what's interesting though is that she later on, I should say earlier within that, she actually was one of the members who was a major money contributor and a signatory for the Sleepy Lagoon Defense Committee.
That's what I was going to bring up, which is about this whole film. So I was like, Rita Hayworth? Oh my gosh.
Yeah. Rita Hayworth. Yeah. Oh, I love this scene from Gilda. Gilda, are you decent? When she's exactly. And then she pulls this whole sexy look. But Rita Hayworth.
I could see it. I could see it. Wow.
She's gorgeous.
We have another mind-blowing Mexican for you as well. I don't know if you know this, but
man, what is this? The mind-blowing live stream of Abu Nas? What is it? What is it?
Abu, you ready for it? Abu,
I guess. Yeah. Let me see what's up. Oh yes, I did find this out. I did not know this for many years, but somebody, I think about a couple of months ago, I found out about it. And that shit blew my mind. That blew my mind. But then again, it was like, well, all right, now I know why I was, always in love with Puerto Rican women ever since I was born. It started from her. Yeah, it started from her. Linda Carter. Linda Carter is the very embodiment of what it means to be glad that you was a man at that point in time. The living embodiment. Remember when Butters was on South Park?
Hey, what's going on down there? Something moving.
Yeah, exactly. That's exactly what the hell happened.
I never saw this before. What's this? Making me feel all types of silly things.
And yeah, son, you want to know what that is? It's gonna change your life, boy.
Really? I hate women.
You hate what? How old are you?
I'm 10.
Well, give you about 2 more years, you gonna change your mind about that shit, and your life will never be the same again. It's gonna get fucked up though, but it'll never be the same again.
They're already thinking about it at 10. My nephew's 10, and he's already he's in denial, but he blushes and he tries.
You hit him on his head. Listen, son. Listen. When you get to a certain age, your whole world is gonna open up, and it'll be just downhill from here. You gonna fuck up your money. You gonna fuck up your friendship. You gonna mess it all up for these ladies.
You really think so?
Son, I know so. Why? Because that's the evolution of life. And you're going to love every minute of it. Boy, oh boy, I wish I could go back to these innocent days. Y'all ladies just ruined it for everybody.
So back to everyone's
I didn't know because, and they smell so good, like strawberries and cinnamon and everything.
Yeah, that's how it starts. How you think you got here?
So yeah, Bunas, Linda is actually from Phoenix, Arizona. Linda Jean Cordova Carter.
Linda Jean Cordova. Oh my goodness. Yep. Bravo. It's so weird. Now I'm gonna be like, yeah, baby, you. Oh my God, you the greatest thing ever.
Hey, man.
Listen, do you got a little Latino in your blood? I'm just asking. I'm just asking.
Hey, Mads. Hey, Mads.
Welcome back, boy chick.
Let's say hello. Let's say hello to some people real quick. We got 29 likes. Wouldn't it be awesome to get 30 likes? We have so many people watching. This is like really a big step for us. Thank you, the Valkyrie ladies, Purple Valkyrie, Samantha.
I know, just tolerating our misogyny. You know, y'all the absolute fucking best. I love y'all, ladies, but they know me. They know. Shit.
Yeah, we know you.
Silos just subscribed to the president.
Oh yeah.
Oh wow! Thank you.
Silos.
Nice.
We got Dee Dee Myers in the house. We got Bone.
Yeah, I tell people I'm not everybody's cup of tea. So it's almost like you're either gonna love it or you hate it. But I try to keep it real in all fashions and all takes. You know, I'm not a YouTube personality. I just happen to, just got plopped in here and let me say my piece about all the Star Wars idiocy and everything else, and I made a lot of friends along the way.
I have a Star Wars gift for you before he bounce. So just don't.
Yeah, I'm trying to hang out because I'm actually waiting for a text that's going to tell me I gotta get going.
Well,
I'm just basically doing a little bit more shopping and picking up some stuff because I'm gonna be going up to visit my youngest daughter, whose birthday is next Tuesday. So yeah. 8 years old. Where the hell did all that time go?
She's gonna be 8. Oh my gosh!
Wow! Happy birthday to her.
Oh, thank you. Well, my oldest 2 daughters is 31 and 30 respectively. So I'm like, yeah. How did I wait 20 something years to start the hell over again? You know. But because I rolled the dice, I was like, okay, well at least I'm gonna get a son out of this. Come on, let's go. Come on. Sir.
Snake eyes.
Yeah. As soon as and our mother was really like, because they was doing the sonogram. I didn't want to know. I was like, oh, no. What's wrong with him? He's like, he's okay. He got 2 older daughters. He's just scared of what he might find out. And I was like, son. As soon as it came up, they told us. I was like, whatever. Kept it moving.
Jeez.
Yeah, but when she came out, it was all love. So, it like I said, it happened 2 times before. So, I just wanted somebody like a little me, just a little me, bald-headed little me, Well, we probably wear Zoot suits together, something that posing like Kai and everything, Yeah, doing that, you know what I'm saying? Having great talks, son.
Abu, Mad says you are my cup of hot chocolate, Abu.
Oh, thank you, my love. Thank you. I'm not, like I said, I'm not everybody's cup of tea, but if I'm your cup of tea, that means I'm doing something right.
Yeah, she's
she's a great person. Yeah, she's great as well. Held down the Dark Council from the very, very beginning with Kai and you. Yeah, y'all guys are the old school members.
Every guest on the show, we make special cups for, and here's our little coffee cups we're gonna get made for you.
Oh, thank you.
Y'all know Captain Trek. He's got one.
Yeah.
Oh shoot.
So we'll be getting your. Yeah.
That's awesome.
I can't wait,
Thank
brother.
you.
Thank you. That is a beautiful gift right there. Shoot, and like I said, we're coming into the fall and the winter. Your cup is gonna be seeing a lot of good use, brother. Tea, coffee. Yep, exactly.
Yeah, I'm gonna get them out. So okay, I lost where we're at. We said hi to everybody. It's a great chat. Almost 30 likes. Let's get up there. The president's with us. The Valkyries are with us. So nice to see Shmuel back. Let's give him a round of applause. Yeah.
Thank you.
I know you've been under the weather. I know you've been dealing with a lot. We, we love having you. You're my first dude, man. Me and him did our first video. Like, I mean, we haven't been on this thing a long time. We've only been on it 6 months.
True.
Nice.
It's true. Yeah.
We're really, and we were just doing film reaction to a TV show that had the Zoot culture, and the TV show was horrible.
yeah. So we had to do something else.
Yeah. I do want to give a big shout out to Clobbering Times, Mike Clobbering Times.
Hey.
Yeah, Clobbering has been killing it in moderating over here.
So, did you have another song for us? One more link type?
I think there was one more. Let me check.
I think there was one more.
Yeah.
Other impressions, guys. Before we move on, I think we covered a lot of Zoot culture. We played one more song. You guys know all the major people involved. The influence, Badio, the attitude, the influence.
Yeah. No. You know what's really cool about it is that I think one of the great things, and I love the Zoot movie and everything. It's a great movie, but unfortunately, one of the things is that when we make movies, we fictionalize things, and we're often looking from our perspective back. And Zoot the movie, I would warn people in certain ways in that it will tell you a little bit about the story, but it gets a lot wrong about it.
Really?
No, it really gets a lot wrong about it. Because first off, it gets the attitude of people wrong. It has young Chicanas yelling out, "A la chingada madre," and fighting with everyone. And, these were a lot more chill people. And one of the great things about it that is kind of put into the movie that does kind of shine through is that the reality is that within this group of people, the young group of people that the Sleepy Lagoon case was around, this was just a young group of people that were not baby gangsters. That's not what their signifying of their dress was. What they were is that, just these, young people who are finding their own way, all geographically from the same neighborhood. But interestingly, they weren't all Mexican American. As a matter of fact, I grew up as next door neighbors to the Sleepy Lagoon defendant families that were the Latino, the Matuz family. And, Johnny Matuz is my next door neighbor.
Yeah.
And I grew up with the Levine boys and stuff like that. So I know, Bobby, but, the Bobby Thomas character, I grew up with their grandsons and stuff like that. So, what's kind of interesting is that what we need to remember is that the overarching story about all of this is carnalismo, brotherhood. Right.
Okay, so hold on a second, because they don't know that word what you just said.
Okay? Yeah. Well, I just said what it means, brotherhood.
No, I know, but like the root of that word.
Yeah.
I'd love for the president to know about this, about what is a carnal.
Yeah. Well, no, you go ahead and you're excited right now. I see it in your eye. How does it fit for you? Now I'll let you go ahead. I see the flame in your eye.
The word spelled out is CARNAL, carnal, right? Carnal. You said it. It's mi carnal. Barrios es mi carnal. If something breaks down at his museum or he needs help, whatever, that's mi carnal. I'm gonna go help him out.
Wow.
Carnalismo, brotherhood. It's beautiful, man. It's a beautiful, it's bond. My word is bond.
It's a bond.
My
exactly.
Word is bond.
Mm-hmm. Exactly, and we are, and that we're like fused together, and on a physical carnal level, we are like fused together, and so what happens to you happens to me,
and that's pretty much the hood life right there.
Exactly, and I find that so beautiful. I think that is worthy handing down to generations, and
that's exactly what we did, and that's what was passed on to us. That's hood science. That's the street code right there.
That's right. That's
I
right.
literally
That's
live
right.
by that. So nobody can tell me X, Y, and Z. I'm not. If you tell me something, you know, especially between men, nothing against you, pretty ladies. You know, we men, we have our own code. You know what I'm saying? We don't snitch. You know, we don't rat each other out. Our old ladies getting their feelings and stuff. We hold each other down. That's it. You know, whatever
Yeah.
you gonna find out, you gonna find out on your own. You ain't getting that shit from me. You ain't getting it from Kai. You damn sure ain't getting it from Barrio. So don't even try it. You know, this is whatever we do. This is from the cradle to the grave. Period.
Exactly.
So
Exactly.
Órale.
Exactly.
All right, let's play a little music.
Woohoo! Vamos a balades.
Cuando salgo yo a bailar, con muy teatrín, las chicas gritan, vamos a bailar el swing.
Swing. So the song literally is about when we're dancing, we do these different types of dances. The first one is swing. That's what it's saying, right? Then we go back to the chorus. I'll keep playing, bro.
Oh, okay.
Please.
Music.
hey, pretty lady, what's your name? Got your lame ass husband in the back? Don't worry about it. We just dancing. Nice.
I look puro chingón.
Lo puro chingón en el Zoot, ¿qué no? Where are the jazz hands?
Purple lady got the moves too. I'm checking you out, Purple.
Yeah.
I got my eye on you now, mama.
Purple, you dancing?
A little bit, but
She
I
got a
would
little
love,
yeah, because I'm sitting up
love
there
to
doing
learn how
this,
to
and I
dance
just
this
happen to
way.
get the corner of my
Oh my
eye
God.
like, ooh.
Oh yeah. Yeah, the lady.
Well, you know, that's kind of, you know, it's kind of funny because, you know, he in his songs, one of his, you know, other songs, you know, he goes into, you know, it's kind of a joke because, you know, when Eduardo Casino was there, they used to do all these dancing. So he wrote a song about it, you know, and it ends up where he has one of these songs where it goes through like everything. Baila la rumba y la zumba, baila la cumbia, you know, and you go down all these different types of, but that's the thing. There's a million different types of dances that you can do to some of this wonderful swinging music. And I know some cool people that are swing music instructors. So I would love to bring them out once this COVID thing gets over. And yeah, my friend Rusty Frank is probably one of the best swing instructors in the country. And she loves the work that we do. And so, I'm excited that all of you have joined me. I'm just going to have to come down from this and with some marijuana boogie in a bit.
You know Kai's gonna join you.
Yeah.
I'm ahead of you.
Love it.
I think we're gonna wrap it up. I want to thank everyone watching, everyone supporting. We got over 30 likes and
yeah, moving up in the world. That's what's up.
That's what it's all about. I want everyone, if you haven't already, please support and subscribe to everyone that you see here. So yeah, like I told you guys, I have a couple of gifts, special gifts. Now we got the cups, but that's kind of a running thing. But I know you guys are I know the president is a huge Star Wars fan. So I pulled this
The only
out
reason
of
I
my
made my damn channel the way it was. So yeah,
correct.
there's my bread and butter.
Well, I pulled this out of my collection. This is a hologram magnet of Darth Vader that I want to get.
Wow.
Wow.
Oh, thank you, brother.
Yeah.
That's cool.
I'm gonna. Oh man, that's
See it?
what's
See it
up.
right? See it right there?
Yep, I see it.
All
I
right.
see it.
That's cool.
And ladies, I got 2 stickers of Princess Leia Day of the Dead.
Oh, cool.
That is gorgeous.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Nice.
Thank you, Paulie.
Man, Paulie is like Santa Claus right now. He's
No
like,
kidding.
I'm
Oh my
pulling this out
gosh.
the bag. I'm pulling that out the bag. Come on.
Hey, yeah, we cannot express our gratitude. I mean, gifts are one thing, but we know, I mean, this is really great for us and trying to get our channel out. And you guys do what you guys do so well. I support, I comment. I mean, they got the ladies break down the Vikings show every week. I'm like, oh yeah, and then Rolo, and then this, and then that.
Uh-oh.
And no, it's like, I absolutely love, and Shmuel doesn't know, but Abu writes these and performs these incredible raps, man. About
Excellent.
Yeah.
And so I gotta pull an old video so I can show Shmuel sometime.
Yeah. I'm just glad that I was able to join you. Today my health is been really, really bad, and so I just dragged myself out of bed last minute in order to be able to join you. So it's great.
I mean, we really didn't have. I mean, your health, Barrio, comes first, but trust me, brother. I know I benefited from you being here and dropping all your wisdom, your knowledge, and your understanding of the history behind that. So I'm indebted to you, brother. Thank you. It's a pleasure to meet you, but thank you for giving me these history lessons that I can take with me, because I'm going to save this live stream. So anytime I need to do that refresher course, I have your smiling face to drop the knowledge. So that way I'll be like, okay, I'm going to be on point now.
Thank you for joining us, everyone.
We'll soon do we want to do a special slant kind of like fundraiser-a-thon for Barrio and the Boyle Heights History Museum. So
thank you.
Maybe about before the end of the year, maybe we'll do a long stream and you guys can pop in and say hello to the Barrio and raise some money for this guy, because what he does in this community is amazing.
Yeah, no, I'm so grateful. Starting in October 14th, we're actually going to be starting handing out resources of food, resources in the community, and I've been able to start to secure with local institutions actually healthy food, which is generally lacking, as in ghetto communities. We're kind of food deserts. And so I'm very, very grateful, our museum here. We take no government money, NGO, no big philanthropy checks. Basically, people just donate from the historical talks that I give, and in small $25 and smaller donations. And we keep all of this going as a resource to the community all week, and handing out free food and clothes and all kinds of stuff. So I'm really, I'm really, really blessed to, through this time, have just the support of the community in being able to build resources for people in this historic immigrant working class community, and do it with people from diverse communities. That's even better, being able to, stand up to these challenges with, a diverse coalition. And so giving people possibilities of what is possible that we can multiply in other communities as well. So going into this new year, we're just so excited. And so in that vein, I also want to, we're just coming into the Jewish New Year. So we've been celebrating that here. In what was the largest Jewish community west of Chicago, during the Jim Crow era. And so in that vein, we still have so many people who come and contribute through resources here. So I want to wish everyone, on behalf of, I'm as the lay rabbi of East Los Angeles, I want to wish everyone a Lashana Tova Umetuka. May you have a good and sweet new year as we come into this new season.
Bless you, Mario. Thank you.
Thank you.
Before we go around and say our goodbyes, we'll want to let people know that later tonight, me and Mads Mama Bear are going to be back here on the Latino Slant doing our X-Files watch party. We are on.
I wish I could be there, but I'll be out in the street.
That's
and
all right.
I just got the text. Just got the text, so I said, give me about 10 minutes. Because we're wrapping up anyway, so I just
we're wrapping up. So tonight, 8 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, the show's called Squeeze. It's the first Monster of the Week episode of season 1. The character there is a mutant, shape-shifting serial killer. It's so good.
Shape-shifting serial killer. Sounds like fun
so
times.
Disturbing. This actor.
It is. That's disturbing as hell.
Yeah.
It's a great episode.
Yeah, I remember this. Oh, yeah.
So we'll have fun. We'll have fun facts, trivia, and Mads will be there with me, and I think Shellback. So that's tonight, guys. Later on the show.
Shellback, yeah, that's the dude right there.
Yeah, that's a homie right there, man. That's a homie right there. So why don't we start with the ladies, the lovely ladies, and tell everybody.
Well, I am Samantha Joe.
Hi, Samantha
The
Joe.
lovely lady on the other side of Purple Valkyrie is, or on the other side of President Abu Nas is Purple Valkyrie. My co-host in the mornings for Rise and Shine with the Valkyries. Hit it, hon, because I'm about to lose my voice.
Absolutely, yeah. We're on 10 a.m. Central, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. And tomorrow we're joined by 2 guests. We've got Colin. And we've got Jeff, and we're talking King Arthur. Yep. And then right after, I mean literally right after, we're joining the gorgeous Lorena Creole on her lunchtime show. So that's going to be amazing.
Looking forward to
that.
that.
She was on our show last week. We love Lorena.
She
didn't realize
amazing.
how Latino she was until after she got on the show with us.
She's one of a kind, Lorena Creole. She really is.
Yeah, go ahead.
Oh, sorry, I was going to say, and other than that, you can find us on Mornings of Mischief with Loki.
Yeah.
Oh, yes, we will.
Yay!
We will definitely do that.
Man, you make me want to be awake in the morning.
Yeah, the only time I get up, like if I get up early in the morning, I'm like, Samantha Joe, Purple Valkyrie. Oh God, what time is it? Oh, gotta get to the YouTube. Where's my girls? Just like fresh hash brown. You smell fresh hash browns in the morning. That's them too. So when I get my Latino slant, mug, Hugh Hefner robe. Purple Valkyrie. This is just delicious stuff. Best part of waking up is Samantha Purple in your car.
Yeah.
The best part.
Hey, real quick before you say your goodbyes, Abu, or do your plug. I got one of my cool birthday gifts. I got one of these. You put it as a mask.
Yeah.
So it is Star Wars.
Is it a shirt mask?
Wow, nice.
Oh, cool.
Oh, that's what's up. Oh man, do you have an extra one?
I can tell him where he got it, man. I'll go find out.
Let me know how much he charged, man. Hopefully, we'll break the bank. All
right, so President, where can people find you?
Okay, well, I am Abu Nas, and the President moniker that I guess everybody now has pretty much gravitated to is based off of me being the president of the Abu Nas Rehabilitation Center. That means my rehabilitation center is for simps, soy boys, clowns, suck-ups, punk mother effers, and arrogant, movie critics that think they know everything, but then they be proven wrong. That's where my rehabilitation center comes in. We got, all types of spas, bike machines, and, therapy sessions for those who need it, just so you can get the knowledge, wisdom, and understanding of how to live and do things correctly. So, and I'm not just the president, I was also a client. So my channel is called Abu Nas because it was, I don't think of, fancy names like, the Rise of the Valkyries or Latino Slant. And no, my name is, that's what it is, Abu Nas. So you can find me there on YouTube, and I'm on Twitter as the Cloud City One, which I try to, put myself in the veins of Lando Calrissian, the Baron of Cloud City, before they turn him into a pansexual robot fucker, So since you ruined it for him, then you might as well just come to me so you can relive the glory days of when Lando Calrissian was a man's man, So I've been doing this for 2.5 years, coming up on 3 years in a couple of months that I've been on YouTube, raising hell. I'm a 6-time Twitter felon, so that means I am not to be messed around with. So if anything, if you get on my bad side and I, pretty much put you in your place and you run the Twitter police, and then Twitter police said, hot Jesus, we got him, and then they suspend me, ban me, and go through the whole rigmarole, you're going to make me come back a 7th time again to get in your ass. So, with that being said, come and check me out. If you like it, good for you. If not, good for you. It's one of those things.
Awesome. Thank you, President, for being here.
No, thank you, Paulie, for, like I said, invite me on your channel to be surrounded by wonderful people over here, especially Kai, who, like you guys have mentioned, y'all guys was with us in the beginning. So you have supported me damn near, over a year with this thing with the Dark Council. So why am I not wanting to give that back? That's showing my appreciation and love and respect for all that y'all did to support. So I'm going to be doing the same thing for both you gentlemen, whatever. So that's how I get down.
Barrio.
Thank you.
Hey, so thank you everyone for joining us today. It's always wonderful to be able to share our cultural heritage. So on behalf of the Boyle Heights History Studios, their museum and cultural center, thank you for joining us. Go ahead and check out our work. We have so much that's coming in the month of October, especially as we're gearing up for a lot of our haunted history and our cemetery tours for the month of October. And some of them are already sold out. Many of them are already sold. So I'm adding some new dates. So do take advantage of them as I start adding new dates this upcoming weekend. And so do be looking out for them. But you can go ahead and find us, on Facebook under Boyle Heights History Studios. You can also check out my personal page, Barrio Boychik, on Facebook. We will be updating the website, our standalone website, our URL.
1 second, guys. Hold on 1 second. We have a very special guest. Mrs. Slant wants to say hi. Right there. Just wave.
Hey!
Slant.
I know we got to call you Mrs. Slant because
Her name Romy.
Nice to see ya.
Hi, everyone.
Hey, nice to hear us.
Hey. To the queen.
All those beautiful people.
Thank you for joining us today.
Just saying hello. I don't want to disturb anyone.
Well, basically the show is over, so you might as well just hang out with us for a little while longer.
Yeah. It's
Or
lovely to meet you.
are you pretty much the bouncer that's coming in here and is like, guys, you need to start shuffling. Oh, even better, you're the Sandman. You're coming out here just get ready to pull us off the stage. Hollow style.
Encore. Hope you're having a good time. I love my boyfriend. And I love that you guys, have created this space for one another. And or sharing it with a lot of people. So it makes me happy.
Well, whatever makes you happy, Queen, that makes us happy.
All right. Well, you guys have a great night. It's so good
You
to
too.
see all your faces.
Same here. God bless.
You guys be well. Stay safe.
You too.
Bye.
Bye, guys.
Have a good weekend.
Like, okay, give me back my mic.
What's funny is that every show she walks in and I say, "You want to say hi?" She's like, "No." So I don't know.
Oh,
What changed?
Yay!
What changed? But that's Romy.
She's like, you know what? He's sticking to it. He's like really sticking to it. I guess I should say hi.
So this is not a passing thing. Okay.
But you get over it in a few months, but no, making cups and shit.
So I don't know. Sorry, Badio. I don't know where you're at in your pitch.
No, but I will update. I will update our website on BH History Tours this upcoming week. We haven't updated it since COVID-19, of course. So everything's really Facebook right now and Eventbrite, but we will be updating the website in order to add more resources as we start this new school year. So great.
All right, everyone. Once again, thank you all so much. Thank Clobbering Times for being our moderator. Thank everybody.
Clobbering.
I don't get to think about it.
Clobbering Time, man. He killed
Yeah,
it.
he did the damn thing.
Where's that, Polly?
I knew
I
I
don't get
needed
to
help.
buy it.
Kai!
Oh, jeez. I'm so sorry.
Wow.
Oh man.
Went around to
What?
yeah,
All right. Like, oh, it's just Kai. It's just Kai.
so great.
It's all right. So, now you got to give him the big send off.
All right.
Talk to us, Kai.
I'm Kai. Oh, you make me nice and big. Thank you. I've got a book coming out 1 week from today. It's called Big Time Domino. I have a preview of the first 2 chapters available on my website, kaimfs.com. I'll drop in a link in the chat. But yeah, if you want to go read a little bit and see if it's your style or not. And I do a trivia game show every Sunday. So I've got my players lined up for this Sunday. I'm going to have Shellback, Shellback, Willie the Monkey King, and cosplayer, a very cute cosplayer. So yeah, come on through.
Hit me up on the
Yay!
DM. Hi. Hit me up on the DM and send me the link there.
Yeah, sure. On what, Twitter?
Yeah.
Because I don't think your DMs are open on Twitter.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because I messaged you one time. Remember, I wanted to send you a gift. I could never get a hold of you.
Okay, so you know what? I gotta find you then and try to follow you. Cause I got so many troll accounts and everybody follow me. I don't even pay it no mind anymore. So I gotta start looking through because my notifications is always off the hook, and sometimes I can't get to every single one of them. But yeah, I'm gonna look for you. You on Twitter, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so
I'll connect you guys.
I'll put my Twitter too. Oh, you'll connect us?
So, President, you keep getting requests in the.
I got my peoples outside waiting for me in the car, but they like me.
Next
so
time
they fine. So we will.
Oh, can you throw down?
Huh?
Are you able to throw down? I got people.
Well, no, they're outside now waiting for me. So I'm just telling them that you know I'm wrapping things up. But like I said, they're getting blazed up anyway, so they good.
Oh no, I meant there's people in the chat that want you to throw down. Are you able to, or do you have to go?
Oh, unfortunately not, unless I'm just freestyling off the top of my head. But even then,
let's save it for next time.
Yeah.
Save it for next time. Yeah.
Let's save it for next time.
Yeah. Like I said, I wish I would have known ahead of time because, like I said, I knew I was going to be, doing this show. But then at certain time, I was going to have to speed out. So everybody, I apologize because most times I'm ready to, lay things down. But yeah, I'm all over the place right now. Should be
we'll get you next time. This is a last minute edition, but we're so happy to have you with us. And,
it was a pleasure, brother. Trust me. I'm so glad I spoke to you about this because I always have a good feeling when I'm vibing with somebody that I love and respect. So I knew coming on here was going to be a blast, And like I said, I've been right every time. So this has been a great experience, a learning experience, thanks to Barrio, and just everything else that went along with it. This was one of the best nights I've had, in a while. So thank you, Paulie, for putting this together.
We'll do it again, ladies.
Yes, sir.
We'll do it again. Much love to
Absolutely.
all. Much love.
It was a pleasure. It's a pleasure.
Let's Barrio, you take care.
Yo, Kai, like I said, we gonna link up, brother.
Cool, man. Looking forward to it.
Let's go out with some X-Files, some music, and all that good stuff. Take care, everybody.
Yep.
Come on, y'all. Come on, y'all. Come on, y'all. Slant. Slant. Paul, let's go.